This topic is on algebraic expressions. So, the definition of an algebraic expression, or simply an expression, is any meaningful combination of numbers, variables, and operation symbols. So, for example, we have 4 times g, 3 times c plus p, and n minus 7 all divided by w. So in our first example, we write an algebraic expression for each quantity. Number 1, 30% of the money invested in stocks. So first we have to figure out the amount invested, but that is also unknown, so we have to choose a number or a variable to represent it. In this case, it has to be a variable because there is no number that is known about this, so we choose the letter S to represent it. Next, we identify the operation present, which just so happens to be multiplication, so you put the two together and you get 30s. In the second one, we get the cost of the dinner is unknown, so we choose a variable to represent it. So the cost of dinner is split 3 ways, so we don't know the cost of the dinner, so we have to choose a variable to represent it because there are no numbers that are known for that. So the cost of the dinner is C, and we identify the operation present. Note that split means divided. So putting 2 and 2 together, we get C divided by 3. Let's recap. So to write an algebraic expression, you first have to identify the unknown quantity and write a short phrase to describe it. 2, choose a variable to represent this unknown quantity. And 3, use mathematical symbols to represent its relationship. So the first example here that we have is write the sum and or difference to represent the following phrases. Number 1, 6 more than x. So the solution to this would be just simply x plus 6. And number 2, 15 less than r would be 15 minus r. The next definition we have is when dealing with multiplication, we use the multiplication symbol. However, this symbol may be confused with the variable x in algebraic expressions. So instead, we use a dot or parentheses to represent the equation, such as a times b with b being in the parentheses, or a times b with a being in parentheses and b in parentheses, or just simply a times b with the dot in the center. Thus, a in b is the same as a times b, and 3 in x is the same as 3 times x. The next definition, when dealing with division, the result is called the quotient of a and b, with a being the dividend and b as the divider. So we indicate this division by either a division symbol or a fraction bar. So we have a divided by b with the division symbol, or a divided by b with the fraction bar. In this example, let's write the products to represent the following phrases. Number 1, 6 times x, which is just simply 6x. Number 2, 15 times r, which again is just simply 15r, with just a different number and a different variable. Number 3, 2/3 of y. Now, even though this one does have division in it, it is still a multiplication problem because, as we know, 2/3 is just 2/3, and then we are multiplying that by y. And then number 4, the product of x and y, which is just xy or simply yx, because we use the commutative property to discern the two from one another. In the next example, we have write the quotients to represent the following phrases. 25 divided by x, which is just simply 25 over x, or 25 and then the division symbol x. And number 2, the ratio of your quiz score S to 20. This one's a little bit more tricky, but because they have given us the variable, we can simply do the solution as S divided by 20 or S divided by 20 using the division symbol.